Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you 3 replays. The first one is in the Tiger Shark. It's a Hot Wheels tank. I got it free. I would never pay money for any of the Hot Wheel tanks. I hate the way it looks, but it is an excellent little tank and I very much enjoy going out in it. Hasn't got the best amount of ammunition. It's not great. As you can see, we're in a light tank. We're in cliff. We're going for the lighthouse. Obviously, sitting at the highest point in the map is going to do us some good. We're getting spotted and we are getting aimed at already, which is not good. As you can see, teams are already dwindling. A piece has been taken out. We're just trying to get some spotting. Now, obviously, this is a very popular spot. We are expecting to be fighting some light tanks or medium tanks who might come up here. We get spotted pretty damn quickly. There is artillery in the game, so we do have to be careful. There's a light tank over there who's probably proxy spotting at me, and that's why we're getting spotted. So we're not doing too much right now. We're just trying to get into a position where we can do some damage and maybe spot up some enemies that are sitting back and sniping if we can. We're trying to... Well, our team has spread pretty nicely in this map, which you do not see very often. We've got a fair amount of people down the 1-2 line. We've got someone in the... We've got a bunch of people on the east side. We're trying to dodge up any incoming shots here. We've got another light tank here. We are actually not doing much at this point in time, so we're trying to get some shots. Someone was aiming at us. I'm guessing it was that TD at the back there. Just finding it difficult to get actual shots, and that is something I guess the updated version is quite difficult with, is actually getting shots on people. We put a first shot into him, put 2 shots into him, but now we've got to go for a reload. We spot up another target. We spotted 5 people, and luckily our artillery is doing a good job at hitting people. We are actually getting looked at by something. We're now fully loaded again. Our team is now losing. And there's a heavy tank that's pushing our TD there, which is very unfortunate. But we can get shots on these guys. The gun arc on this thing is quite difficult. As you can see, that light tank pushed me. So we're very lucky to finish that guy off. But thanks very much there, mate. So we go for a reload. So we've got 1 kill and we've got just over 1,000 combined damage. Nothing too spectacular, but obviously light tanks are more devastating in the end game if we are lucky. Now again, gun depression is a bit of an issue on this tank. I must admit, it is not got the best gun depression. It's a bit annoying in that respect. See, I'm trying to get a good view on this light tank. He's probably going to get away at this point. Yeah, again, just not getting the gun down far enough to hit anything. We're going for another reload, and then we get targeted by artillery, and yeah, he misses his shot. I not sure why artillery would go for a light tank. It is very difficult to actually hit me, rather than hitting any of the other tanks in the game. But I do understand that I am in a dangerous position right now, and he wants to take care of me. But I'm no real threat to him right now. Our team is slightly winning here, but not by much. This is kind of like the time I am thinking about going down and actually taking care of business. There's a heavy tank over there, seeing if we can get any damage on him. It is, like I said, this is probably one of the best parts of the map if you're a light tank. We're actually just trying to keep him proxy spotted here. A little bit difficult. I don't really think we can do it. Artillery is taking some shots at him. We're not actually getting any assisted there, so that was a bit unfortunate. But the game is still in our favour, but our team is pretty much relaxing its shots there. Now, again, he's just not really paying attention to me. We put one shot into the guy and go for another reload because he's out of our gun arc right now. As you can see, we've got about 1,500 combined. Nothing too spectacular still, but there is 5 tanks left, and we might be pretty instrumental in winning this game. Got to be very careful here. Try to get a gun down. Unfortunately, we do spot him up, so he does take another hit. This guy could be pretty devastating to the game. He's got very good camo. He's got good DPM, and he's got good penetration. He is only a tier 7, but like I said, he's still could be pretty devastating. There's a heavy tank there. He's fighting someone on our team, so let's see if we can get side shots into him, trying to track him in place. And we set him on fire as well, and he starts looking at me, but it's a little bit too late for that. So we do a good old hit on that guy there. So we're going to get... And then there's that TD. I don't think this guy's got particularly good crew in it, because we are spotting him up, or someone's spotting him up anyway. Don't know where that shot really hits, but he does get away with 9 hit points left. Very annoying. Really wanted to take him out of the game at that point, but not much we can do with these heavies down here. And we're kind of waiting for our team to help, to be honest. And that T28 pushes up far too much and gives the TD sitting at the base and the artillery a chance to hit him. Unfortunately, it's a great tank, the T28. It's just a bit slow, and it's an easy target for artillery and stuff like that. So again, we're kind of waiting for our team to support us here. And then the artillery. Now we're down to 3 tanks. So we were winning, now we are losing. And this guy just comes up. We take the hit. It's fine. That was probably that TD that hit us as well. That got away from us, and he gets another shell in. Artillery's going for me as well. Obviously, now there's so little tanks left. We're going to be a big old target. But now we've equaled the team. So we're going to push. We're going to finally push. I should maybe pushed a bit earlier, but we were stuck with those heavies down there, just waiting for a chance to shoot me. So we're going to push. I think they've all conjugated over to near the cap area. If I have to, all I have to do is keep spotting them up. Which is why I put the food in, give my view range a little bit, put a bit of a push. And there you go. There's the Hubble and that TD that keeps getting away from me. We push up quickly. And right, we're going to go properly aim that in. No one's looking at me. The other TD for some reason isn't looking at me. The artillery is now giving it a go, but we're staying on the move. Our TD is now, or our artillery is now pumping shots into that guy, and he's just sitting there in full view, and I take him out of the game. We only got 1 shot left, so we put in premium rounds. We're going to need it probably for this Diamondback anyway. And this TD is moving in, and it looks like and he's right behind me. He is actually right behind me, and he's on full health. Of course he is. Of course he is. I've had that far too many times recently, and it's really, really annoyed me. Where camping has been rewarded. Like I've had a great game. I've got lots of damage in. It's down to me. Just a few tanks, either side. And of course, the two remaining tanks on the enemy team or whatever are pretty much on full health because they've been just sitting at the back, and I pumped them full of quite a few shells, but I bounce one or I miss one, or they get that one lucky shot in, and then it's game over and they've won. And the guys being sitting at the back are like, oh, I actually won us the game. I'll keep doing that. I'll just sit at the back and conserve all my hit points to the end of the game. And it really annoys me when someone like that wins the game just because not because they're a good player, just because they've got plenty of hit points left at the end of the game, and the decent players have got very few hit points left. So we're gonna go the long way around to try to find this guy. Don't know where he is. I'm still expecting him to be around this corner. But there we go. We spot him. He's over there, or we don't spot him. Someone else spots him. And we pump all 3 shells into him, and we just duck behind. There we go. Just over 4,000 combined. We got 4 kills. That was a pretty decent game. Not much happened at the beginning. We come only second in this game, and of course, artillery gets first by sitting at the back of the map. Yeah, okay, he had a decent game, but I still don't think artillery should be getting those kind of results at all. Yeah, decent game. We did a lot at the very end. Not much at the beginning, but that's kind of what I like tank does. Anyway, see you in the next match, guys. Alright, a very short game replay. This is in the Paladin in Ghost Town. Quite a tank that suits this, because we can get on a hill and use the gun depression and just sit there. There is artillery in the game, so we do have to be careful of that, but we are top tier, since I don't think they did stop this map seeing tier 9s and 10s. I still think that's the case. I really do think that's not a good call. Yes, okay, it's not good for light tanks, but and glass TDs, but this map was never good for those tanks anyway. I really miss, because there's obviously there is a boatload of, and yeah, we bounce our first shell off the Challenger. There's obviously tier 9, tier 10, there's even more super heavies, tanks that are just so slow. And we bounce again. I know it's about a terrible angle, but, and this is not the highest alpha gun, but still very annoying. And we bounce our 3rd shell. We're just not having a good game so far. Yes, okay, we're just taking speculative shots, maybe not hitting the best spot, and there we go. And finally, hit his track, hit his ammo, but he repairs them, which is quite unfortunate, but I'm glad to put that shot away into him. He was annoying me just a little bit by bouncing pretty much all my shots. Yeah, so I think this map, I'd love to see this map in my Type 5 heavy. That kind of, don't have many maps like the Mouse or the Type 5 can have a good game in. As you can see from one of my last replays, it was in the Mouse. I had a first class in it, and to be honest, I didn't even have that a good of game. I got what, and this guy just comes out side on. Not sure why. Track him in place, damage him as well. We're gonna push in again, track him in place. Unfortunately, don't do damage. We're getting a lot of lucky shots here. We damaged his ammo again, and tracked him in place, and tracked him in place again. Don't need premium rounds, but that KV5 back there is looking at me, and we're just putting a shot into him. This guy behind me is, well, I bumped into him, so he's bumping into me, which is fine. Another shot into him. Trying to angle, but I think he just rushes his shot there and hits my upper plate, I think. And then, Yeah, this KV4 doesn't fully aim. We're getting very lucky with this. And then this light tank comes in. We put a lovely shot into him. Yes, we can see we are. Misses our second shot. We're fortunate. And we are running out of premium rounds right now. And this light tank looks like he's going to just stay. And we rush that shot. We're actually getting pens quite a bit now. This guy's coming round again, trying to block his he messes up, but he does manage to put a shell into us. We're trying to angle ourselves round because this guy's coming out, and again he's just coming side out on. What he needs to do is just push me. Quite honestly, if you just push me, you probably win. It's got better armor. I rush that shot. We've now got no premium rounds left. I actually didn't realise. Go for his weak spot. He's pushing me. He is pushing me. Finally doing the good thing. He bounces. And I bounce, unfortunately. I've got another guy. So we're going to try to push round. So it's only him shooting us. And unfortunately, we get taken out. There's only 2 tanks remaining. It's a KV4 and a KV5. We did do a lot of damage on both those guys, and the game's over pretty sharpish. So that was a lovely little brawl there. We only come second for a first class, which is unusual. As you can see, we blocked a lot of damage there. And we only got direct damage. We got no assist today, even though we did a lot of tracking. Anyway, last game is in the Jackal. We are not top tier, that's for sure. And as you can see, I am quite a fan of the Jackal. It's not. I wouldn't say it's particularly a particularly good tank, to be fair. It's like an autoloader, but it's very low for alpha. You got a quick reload. You've got no armor. You can get taken out pretty quickly if you're not careful. What you want to be doing is peek and booming, letting someone getting distracted, and then shoot all your shots into their weak spot, because you got not the highest pen either, and then pull back again and wait for the reload. And obviously, if anyone tries pushing you, try to outmaneuver them. That is a little bit difficult. It is a medium. It's not a light tank. It's not. Unless you're facing a super heavy, you're probably not going to out-traverse them for too long, unless you obviously track them in place, which is difficult because the guns doesn't have high alpha, so you're probably unlikely to track someone. Like I said, it's not a hugely competitive tank, but I do really like it. You just got to choose your targets and things like that. Anyway, it's another short game here, guys, so we're just going to push. Again, see our reload. The guy's rear is to us. We're going to pen every shot here. Someone sets him on fire. And we take him out, so there you go. That's a tier 8 taken. That's a lot of XP for this guy. Our guys hit that dead tank. Try to track him. Try to get his underbelly, or his side. Unfortunately, we don't. This isn't a particularly, like I said, this isn't a massive game here, guys. We are not top tier. There's a lot of tier 8s in this game. Hence why we do actually get a first class, because we are facing like no one. Our base is being captured. Probably the only way we're going to lose this game is getting the base being captured, and everyone is pushing their base and not going back to defend. Hence why I shouted the GG. I've lost a fair few games like this. And of course, pumping the shots into him, but again, it doesn't really matter. Trying to wait for the reload. Really want to take this guy out. Our guy's ignoring him, which is probably a good idea, right? Because he's trying to defend the base. Again, one shot out of my clip. There's no harm in reloading, because unless there's a guy right round that corner, we've got plenty of time to reload. And that is a good thing about these kind of fast reloading low alpha tanks is that why not just reload? Might as well have a full clip ready. And we're pushing this side of the map now because I think the majority of their team's probably gone back to defend their base. We are facing tier 8 TDs here, so we do have to be careful. We could probably be taken out in one shot if it's a ISU or something like that on the enemy team. Not sure what we're up against, and we do get spotted. I'm trying to get behind cover as soon as I can. He fluffs his shot, which means we've got plenty of time to pump in those shots and taken care of. Now we go for the reload because we can. Actually, I'm not surprised I didn't put in premium because this guy's a tier 8 if he's facing his front. And there he goes. We try to track him and place it. He's actually facing me. I'm not going to get time to reload, guys. So there you go. So just over 2,000 combined, 3 kills. Anyway, if you did like the video, give it a like and subscribe, guys, because I'll be bringing you more in the very near future. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.